Jake Freeman, what's up, dude? You good?
Very good.
Got the pink beanie on.
Pink beanie.
You know,
Heart beanie.
the I love your Tatas beanie, right?
Yeah, October, favorite month.
And is that what you bought it for originally? Probably, right?
No, I stole this from my girlfriend.
Do you think she got it from that?
Probably not, no.
No, she's like pink.
She may have. I'd have to have that conversation with her. I'm not sure. She has a hot pink one that I stole as well, so. But
You got both pink ones?
Yeah, I stole them.
Good for you.
I gave her my other one. I gave her a black one.
I bet you have a camouflage one somewhere.
Probably in my hunting bag.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a hunter?
Sometimes with my dad.
Ish.
I do it to hang out with my dad.
That's a good pastime,
much.
right?
That's what I started doing it too.
When I was young, I really did like it, but the last time I shot a deer, I couldn't find it, and we looked for it for a long time, and I felt really, really bad. And I remember crying about it.
That deer's fine.
It was. I mean,
It got shot by somebody 3 years later.
I was upset about it. I was just upset that I couldn't find the deer, and it was just I killed it for nothing. So
It happens.
But yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You are in insurance.
Yeah, I work for farmers. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Agency in New Hope, the Wheeling Agency. Our principal's name is Brent Wheeling. Just 8 local guys and smaller agency.
How long you been there?
Since August. I was a firefighter for about 4 years in Paulding County.
Decided to go to the insurance game, huh?
Yeah. I got injured in April of last year. Right after the pandemic started.
Head injury, obviously, right?
Just bad. Yeah. Screwed. It brain scramble injury. No, so I
Made me start wearing pink beanies.
yeah. So made me start wearing pink beanies. Yeah, and
What's your favorite color? Sandwich?
yeah, salmon. Started in 2016, and then like you said, made the transition. Got injured, and then I did some light duty. They put me on light duty, and I was like, man, I like not being a firefighter. This is pretty cool. What can I do?
So you liked the light duty?
Yeah. So I mean, I really looking back now. I didn't realize how stressed I was until I wasn't so stressed, and I was like, dang, I was really stressing hard. So it's a hard industry, man. That's
Sure.
a really, really hard job, and it's cool because if you dream of doing a job and then you get into it, and it's funny that kids, when you're a kid, you think, oh, I want to be a fireman. Mm-hmm. That's going to be so cool. And it is so cool, but it's also really, really, really tragic and can kind of put you in some desperate headspace if you're not careful.
Yeah, policemen, there's a lot of those stressful things. I think it's all relative. It allows you at the business you're at right now and moving on into your life that it's not as stressful as that, but there could be people that are in the insurance company. They're just as stressed as you back then.
So it's a different, I mean, I would say that the first couple months that I started insurance, I was like, man, this is stressful, but it's a different kind of stress and nobody's going to die.
That's fact.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not in charge of someone's life right now. And that was a cool feeling. So actually transitioning into insurance, it's hard for me sometimes to keep in mind that I still want to help people and I still want to affect people in positive ways without touching them. So I'm not physically touching anyone that I'm helping. Handshake.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So going from a couple years, it's a shame I can't touch people more.
I really want to hug you, show you what, you need bigger insurance policies.
Yeah, so actually, Samantha, you have to come hug me, and then then your policy will be active.
Yeah, sounds like a cult.
Yeah, so just transitioning from really, really getting, kind of down and dirty and helping people.
So August is when you started.
Yeah.
So 2020.
Yeah, so 2020 of August was when I first started. So I'm still cutting my teeth, still getting my footing, and it's hard when you first start out. So I'm glad, hopefully somebody will see this and maybe say, hey, they're an agent too. What is this guy doing, or how to make it easier? Or
what was the difficult part when you started?
I think the difficult part when I started was stepping out of my comfort zone on social media because I normally just tried to not really, kind of have a social media presence, but never asking anybody for anything because I was just goofing off on Instagram or whatever. And so now I'm trying to use Facebook and LinkedIn. And our agency is doing some really, really cool commercials. I don't know if you're able to show that, but we have a marketing team that's...
Is it YouTube?
Yeah, it should be on YouTube. Yeah, at the Wheeling Agency. But we've gotten into that, and they're actually... I mean, we get a kick out of making them. It started kind of just with doing giveaways for the agency, Yeti coolers, AirPods, stuff like that. And it was usually just like iPhone.
Ooh, that first one.
That first one, yeah.
Jake goes on a date.
Yeah, Jake goes on a date. Yeah,
That's you.
Yeah,
there's the star.
Yeah, we just put this out yesterday.
Oh, love
it. Turn it down a little bit.
Are you guys over there by the?
Have you heard about the $200
able to hear you.
steakhouse gift card we're giving away for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, dude, $200, that's gonna be huge, man. For Valentine's Day, that's gonna be awesome. I hope somebody I quote wins.
Dude, me too. Hey, speaking of Valentine's Day, ain't you got you a hot date tonight?
Blind date. Kinda nervous. We'll see how it goes.
Shout out Indigo Falls.
I love it. Yeah, it's a nice place. Been to a few weddings there. Have you seen this? Have you? You didn't like it the first time, huh? You like it?
Who is that actually feeding
That's
that?
my buddy Rob.
It looks like you.
Yeah.
Jay,
That's
why are you
him.
still here, man? You're gonna be late for your date.
So I was just dreaming.
This guy is like a fucking loose
Go back
cannon.
and find the other one that I saw the other day. Is that one on YouTube?
Yeah. It's 24/7 was.
Yeah. Go to that one. That one was
You see, we
fucking
have
awesome.
You know, we have 2 views on YouTube. So like our YouTube channel is like, I think on Facebook this got around 10,000 views, which was cool, and people call in and people are like, hey, we loved your video. Will you give us a quote?
That's great.
Absolutely.
That's what it's for.
That's why we were doing that.
That's what it's for. Yeah.
As long as we
You know, if
still
we
like,
pause this for a second, though, I want to go back to Indigo Falls because, you know, I've been to a few weddings and there. And
Incredible.
It's insane, and y'all just showed a little bit of it.
Oh, yeah.
And that place is beautiful.
So our buddy
And if somebody goes there, be careful, husbands and wives, because you will fall in love with it, and that's where your wedding place will be.
Yeah. So Rob's dad is a manager over there, like property manager, and we were able to use the space, and it was like, man, people pay a lot of money to chill here.
Oh,
Chill
yeah.
a couple hours and say
It's nice.
and say their vows. So that was our cool venue for that idea. You know?
Yeah, it's good.
But this one's pretty funny.
What's your mom's called? Doesn't your mom have one?
Yeah, it was Hills Creek at Thousand. She doesn't do it.
She didn't do it anymore. Oh, okay. I've been to a few kids' birthday parties out there. That's what they use it for these days, right? A bunch of kids' birthday parties. Go ahead, let's play it. This is awesome. Okay, this guy that we hired as an editor is slow.
Alrighty then, man. We got you all.
You can turn it up.
Got all your insurance together, saved you a little bit of money. Hey, we're here for you. 24/7. All right, man.
Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. Have a good one, man.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
So happy.
Oh yeah.
He's so happy. He's
Just
got his
got my
policy.
insurance.
Got his policy.
Insurance is awesome. I'm so
Look
happy.
at this.
24/7. Dude, you forgot your free hat. Dude, you guys are on it.
And I'm so stoked. I'm so happy to be with the Wheeling Agency. It's not my drug.
I'm get you a Lucky's biscuit now.
I'm so glad we switched.
Is that what that is? That's
Oh, yeah.
Lucky's,
Free
right?
hat.
Oh yeah.
Dude followed me out to the truck. These guys are next level.
24/7.
Dude.
Just top her off. You run premium in this bad boy, right?
Yeah, premium, dude.
You know, babe, I didn't even know they could put insurance on a hot tub and it save us money.
24/7.
Dude! Breakfast?
Scramble with cheese, right?
Dude, you're the best insurance agent ever.
24/7, buddy.
I've been up and I've been down and I done seen it all.
Pretty good, ain't it?
Oh yeah, I love them. I love them.
If we could hang out and make videos like that and make someone smile about insurance, that's really where
That's
that's
it.
what we wanted. I mean, 99% of the time, the people that I talk to, I'm like, hey, dude, you have for insurance? Geico, Progressive. Mm-hmm. No. Who do you have? Who's your agent? Like, oh no. Mm-hmm. You're already paying for an agent. You might as well pay with somebody that you can just pick up the phone. Hey, what's up, man? I need to replace a vehicle.
It's the only reason we're in business.
And we're trying to just bring like the we're not stuffy and we're not suit and
That's a
tie.
personal touch. It's not. You're not with farmers. You're with Jay.
I just like dealing with people.
You
Really.
a lifer?
I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I could do next year. I think my last shift was April 28th, 2020, and it was just like.
Oh, for the fireman.
For fireman, yeah. That was my last shift. Like.
Did you get hurt on the job?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you do?
There was a patient. She was probably in her 80s, and she was diabetic, and she was doing some internal bleeding, and was in her bathroom and somehow got wedged between kind of her toilet and her bathtub, and she was leaking,
bleeding out
blood and doo doo, and she was circling the drain, is what we would say. You know, she's really kind of like on her way out, so we kind of had to make like a pretty quick move. It was me and another fireman, Michael Cooper, and he was behind her and I was in front of her, and the way that she.
By the way, that's your name, right?
Yeah. That's your name, Michael Cooper?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. So this guy, one of my favorite firemen, like one of my best, like still probably a hero of mine, truly. I hope he doesn't hear that. But he was with me on shift, and we kind of just had to just jerk her up out of the floor, just kind of like get her. And so I was working.
Was there a fire going on at this time?
No.
This is
just 911 call.
Well,
like
it's a 911 call.
There's a fire, and they took my friend in there.
But there could have been. You didn't say that.
Oh no,
so,
there's a fire too.
Yeah.
It actually
still your purpose would be getting this girl out of this.
Did she call y'all?
No. So a family member came home and found her, and they didn't get a hold of her for a few days, and she was.
And you were just first responder.
We were just there first. We were there before.
She could have been there a couple hours.
She was no. She definitely was, dude. She wasn't. You know, she was unresponsive, and we were just like, you know, wow, this is serious. You know, this is serious. I mean, she really needed. So, when I picked her up, I just felt my whole right shoulder just burn. Like I was like, ow. But there wasn't a lot of adrenaline, and I'm not like freaked out just because this was like this was not a special call by any means. The only thing that was different on this call is I got injured. You know what I mean? So
sure.
I'm like, dude, I told him, I'm like, bro, my arm, like my shoulder hurts really bad. And I kind of just like took some Advil and was like, I pulled it. And then the next morning, like I literally like couldn't move my shoulder at all. And so I went and got MRIs and, you know, the whole 9 yards, and was put on light duty and
tore tendons, ligaments, that kind of thing.
Labrum.
A labrum.
Yeah, that's one of the worst ones too.
Yeah, it was labrum, and I'm still rehab.
That's a cartilage thing, and when it gets repaired, there's a certain age where you have such a limited lack of blood supply that you don't get a lot of.
So it's something
functionality back.
It's something that, like, you know, if I'm in the gym doing something, I'm not trying to, like, I don't care if I got a 3-pound weight in this hand and a 15 in this hand. I just want to I just want to be 40, or I want to be 30 first, and then I want to be able to be healthy and throw the ball with my kids, or, you know, teach my daughter how to fish, or like whatever that may be. If I'm blessed enough to have children one day, I want to be able to use my shoulder. So
of course, you're just
like
rehabbing and letting it go the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah. So I do want to share kind of a big change kind of in my life or whatever. November 9th, I started the 75 hard, but Halloween was like a big turning point for me because I got super drunk Halloween night and woke up the next morning and just like had the worst anxiety I'd ever really experienced. And I think it had a lot to do with starting a new job and being the uncertainty of trying to get my footing in insurance and knowing people. And I didn't really know anything about it then, and I'm still scratching those services. But I was just like, wow. I was eating dinner with my girlfriend at the time, and I was just like almost like, I think we need to go soon. You know, like I want to pay for this and leave. And she's like, what is going on? I'm just like, I'm so anxious. I don't know. I was also like 40 pounds heavier then.
Right.
So I just knew I needed to make an adjustment, and I just felt sick. Just didn't feel good, and was like, if I could just not feel that would be awesome. So I'll start with alcohol. And then, so I started with alcohol.
So 75 hard.
Yeah, so 75 hard. That was like an Andy Frisella thing that a buddy showed me, and I attempted it, and I failed terribly.
So how do you start?
So it's
fucking difficult.
It's a set of rules, and really it was just like, I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to like halfway.
So cold outside, you should crack it this much.
Yeah, it feels good though.
Immediately.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not really. I mean, this guy gets really intense to it, and it's a podcast you can listen to.
What's his name?
Andy Frisella. I really liked that it was just like there was no bargaining, you know, and that was good for me because if I can start a diet and do great for 5 days, the weekend hits and I'm like, let's rip, and then Monday I don't really care anymore.
So a lot of this book is based off the What's the Sun Tzu book called?
Art of War?
Yep. Yeah, so he takes that as how to win a war with yourself.
Yeah, so it's
It's pretty cool.
It's 2 workouts a day. One has to be outside. You pick a meal plan, whether it's vegetarian or low carb or carnivore or whatever. And there's no cheat meals.
Yeah, you don't fucking waver at all. That's the main thing.
10 pages of a book a day. There's a bunch, but yeah, I mean, it was really hard, and I did not complete it. And so I want to start.
That guy right there is stacked.
Yeah,
son.
I want to start again on my birthday.
That guy kind of looks
And
like.
like
I will say this though. I will say I love how the pictures do, because in a lot of these, keep it right there, because a lot of these workout programs or these mental programs where they have a picture where a guy's depressed or whatever, and then they have obviously this is taken in a just sheetrock and it's a bathroom. This is in his office building.
He actually got it. He actually, from those 75 days, he actually got a library in his house.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? No, but that's what I noticed about the picture. This is they got the I don't want my house to stink, so I've got
you can tell. I mean, you can tell a huge difference with that dude. And
a bunch of like companies like this, weight loss companies, supplement companies, nutraceutical companies, just got class action lawsuit filed. I think it was like 2012 for they were hiring. Go back up really quick. So they were hiring the right guy to get fat and look like the left guy.
Dang, that's crazy.
And then putting the pictures.
So that's the guy that came up with the program. That's Andy Frisella. That's the guy who that's him. So
so they were hiring this guy to get fat, and this is the before picture, and that's the after picture.
Yeah, that's not, because that guy looks like a fucking Olympian now.
Yeah,
if you pull him up now, he is a fucking.
Oh, you know this dude?
No, I know.
You've seen the picture. Yeah. I've seen this one video on Facebook a long time ago.
Andy Frisella's
when they this guy goes, watch what I can do with these pictures or whatever, and this dude's pretty stacked. You know, he's definitely cut. He's got.
Some real folks
defined muscle. I'm not saying any of these are fake. I like these pictures. You got to take them with a grain of salt sometimes. Anyway, so this guy actually did this where he did it hour by hour in a full day, where he just did a bunch of workouts, got his muscles where they were swollen. You know, he'd just been working out. Took a picture, put stuff on him so it's greasy, and then stopped. And just bread, Doritos, hamburgers. And just by the end of the day, he was so bloated, he looked like a different person in the same day.
Dude, they take pictures of people like that, and they'll put a light in front of them, right? And then they'll take a video, and they'll slide the light back over their head, right over the middle of their head. And they'll take a video of that at like 500 frames a second. And they'll go and still shoot from where the light perfectly grabs your abs and shit. They'll grab that picture. So they have the moving light to where it's perfectly grabbing where the light is giving you the best shadow.
Yeah, so
there's a huge science.
Yeah.
So how long did you make in the 75 the first time when you failed?
18 days. I did it to a T.
That's a long time,
18
though.
days, and I kept a pretty good little log of it. But it's a gallon of water a day. I mean, it's a lot. But I will say.
So you just said a few things. So it's a gallon of water a day.
Gallon of water a day.
Workout one time inside. Workout one time inside. Outside.
Yeah.
Inside, outside. 10 pages of a book.
10 pages of a book.
Food.
Yeah.
What can you eat?
Whatever you pick a diet, but you don't waver from the diet.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Yeah, so you can do carnivore, you can be a vegetarian.
My main goal really was not to just like completely get shredded or ripped. It was really just like I need some
mental.
I needed some discipline in my life, and I needed some like some self-awareness, kind of like, dang, dude, I don't need to be eating Zaxby's at 10 p.m.
Yeah, take a progress pic every day is the other.
That was it. Yeah, take a progress pic. So, but yeah, I failed, and so I stopped doing it. But it did change the way and I'm still in the gym every day except for the weekends, and I have a cheat meal here and there, like going to Chattanooga, having brisket and wings and macaroni and cheese and just feeding myself, and that felt good. So that's intense, and you have to like kind of I wasn't mentally prepared for it the first time, and so now I want to do it again. And from March to the summer, it would be kind of like it'd be right before the summer.
It's 2.5 months. It's a haul.
Yeah, but I've lost.
What was your diet?
It was pretty much just me cooking food, and if I couldn't, it was just like meat and some good vegetables.
So
nothing fried.
if you went to most of the time it was you cooking on your stove
Yeah, I
and you
would try-
cooking
yeah,
it.
I
But
would
if
try
you
to-
went to a restaurant, it'd be a small steak and vegetables.
Yeah, like if I went to Longhorns, I would try to get like some
The Renegade,
some good
obviously.
chicken. Yeah,
Get outta here.
obviously, yeah. So broccoli, stuff like that.
The
and then
Parmesan
just like
and crusted
no
chicken's pretty
snacking.
good too, though.
Just like trying not to snack and stuff. But that was just a mental thing. I mean, it was a mental thing. I mean, I was like, I told you, like on Halloween, like I felt like I did not like who I was, and just felt like I was like mentally and spiritually and emotionally fat. I just felt fat, and there were a lot of things. There was a lot of like inner kind of battles that I had just dealing with just some build up stuff from the fire department, and just like just seeing those tragic things and transferring into a career where it was like it was almost just, I don't know, I almost kind of like missed that, but not really. It was like an inner
I get it.
battle, you know.
When you go through, now you're in sales. So
Yeah.
when you go through that, there's got to be some anxiety of when am I going to do my next sell, or because that's
No, there
been
are,
our, I say ours. It's people in sales go through that. Like I had a really good month last month, and I'm on a high horse.
Yeah.
Well, I go through the first 5 days and I haven't done shit.
You haven't done anything.
So how are those ups and downs for you compared?
So I'm taking things in a little better stride these days. I've kind of changed some of my motivations, and I've gotten back closer with like God spiritually. Just my walk in faith has grown a lot, like tremendously since then. So that program, a lot of times the 10 pages I was reading was like the Bible, or I would try to read, something out of the Bible, and kind of just drawing strength from that, because I had never really prayed for strength before, and I started praying for strength, which doesn't seem that profound, but if you think about it, it's like, man, I had never prayed for strength. Like I was doing this really hard, big macho man job.
Did you pray before that though?
I did, but I had never really been like.
It was ambiguous prayers, like,
I was,
keep my family safe. That kind of thing?
So I was raised in church, but I had never really like focused on my actual like walk with God. So like I will tell you, if you would have asked me then 6 months ago, if you would have asked me, I would have said, yeah, I'm saved. But I feel like now I'm being saved. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
If that makes any sense. I don't like to get religious. I would rather talk about how we have souls, spiritual. Especially,
you're talking about where you get your gas from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
inspiration, wherever you get that, if it's through Buddhism
Yeah.
and through meditation, that's the way you do it. If
Yeah.
it's
There's
through working
something
out.
about sticking to what you do, though,
100%.
that makes you feel like a fucking beast.
And it just gets and it just does get you centered back. And so when I was talking about being present earlier, that was a big issue before. Was like, man, where am I, or who am I? Because I was working in a job where 90% of the guys are almost just exactly the same. Same haircut, mustache, probably, tattoos, strong.
Yeah.
Or, that was like the perfect fireman, and I wasn't that, really. I'm not macho, and like I'm not strong.
I can't tell with that pink hat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So really, so through all those times where you're dealing with like horrific car accidents, house fires, just regular cardiac arrest calls, I calloused myself so hard because I needed to get over it.
Of course.
So I could do it.
It was part of the job. Yeah, I get that.
And so stepping away from that revealed those calluses. So I didn't even know how callous I was, or how callous I made myself, or how stressed I was, until I was able to step back from it and getting back closer with my faith. I feel like God is just like touching some of those calluses and saying like, hey, it's okay. Like, it's all right to feel.
Now you have a girlfriend.
I do.
And you don't have kids yet.
No kids.
Your girlfriend moved to Chattanooga.
She did. Yeah.
What'd she move there for?
She works for the Austin Hatcher Foundation, and it's pediatric cancer patients that she works with. Yeah. So maybe they had cancer when they were really young, and maybe they have some deficits from it now. They're 16, and it's just a foundation where they can grow and develop. And she works with the kids, and that's been her passion. She graduated from Georgia Southern, and this is kind of like her last step for graduation. So she's almost ready to graduate.
She moving back down after she's done with that?
Yeah, she'll start looking for employment down here.
How long have you been with her?
So we went on our first date the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, a few months ago.
Yeah, just a few months ago. Yeah, so we've been together just a few months, and I'm crazy about her.
Okay,
I'm
good.
crazy about her. Yeah,
That's
so
good.
I don't want to get to it. I could talk about her all day, but yeah. So we met. So we met
talk about
actually
it all day, but I won't.
Yeah, I could talk about her a lot, but I know y'all don't want to hear it.
Thank you.
But I don't want her to hear me.
So when I was in 5th grade, actually one of our close buddies, Alex, invited me to vacation.
God, I thought you just said Alex died, and then you were just
No.
segueing right into your next
Yeah, you're
point.
like, speaking of
No,
calluses,
so when we were
Alex
young-
died, and you know what?
We were young, our buddy
So we went
died,
to the
and then I went to the
Yeah.
beach.
Yes, that's it. I poured some beer out
So I went
for my homies.
Homies.
I went with Alex to the beach when we were young, and his little sister brought a friend, and it was my girlfriend now.
Ah,
So I had met her way long ago, like 50. I mean, seriously, 2005 maybe.
yep.
And then we reconnected on Instagram because we had a ton of mutual friends. And she posted a story of a gospel singer named Brandon Lake, and I went to school with his brother and sister. And I was like, "Yo, I went to school with this guy's brother and sister." And I definitely wanted to engage in conversation with her, and was like, not to be weird, but 50 years ago, did you go on vacation with the Dodds? Because I did too. Are you that chick? Are you that girl? Were you in kindergarten then? And I was in 4th, whatever. So we just started talking, and then our first date ended at 1 a.m. at the Waffle House in Marietta drinking coffee.
Nice.
And we were just talking, and it's 1 a.m. And I'm like, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
Yeah. By the
she's
way,
like,
you
"It's
can make
Thanksgiving."
reservations.
I'll be right back at this
You
Waffle
can
House.
make reservations at Waffle House on Valentine's Day.
That's huge.
They do a paper, a cloth, and
Yeah.
they put roses on their candle.
Well, she would love that. That would be the best thing. She would love that. Yeah. So I need to probably think about Valentine's Day.
Patty-
It's right around the corner.
Patty Melton
Yeah.
date.
So anyways, the next day I was just like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" She's like, "It's Valentine's Day." And I'm like, "You want to go hike Kennesaw Mountain or something? What can we do early in the morning? I want to see you in a couple hours. Let's take a nap and hang out again." So we've been hanging out ever since. And
Oh, it's Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Oh, you said
yeah.
Valentine's Day.
So no. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So
She's the
Thanksgiving.
time traveler's wife.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, she moved to Chattanooga. This is her hat. Yeah. So,
Love it.
She
But I
left
love
that
it.
there for you.
Yeah.
Like a keepsake.
Yeah. But
That's strong. That's strong.
Look, I really appreciate you coming on.
Heck yeah. dude.
Look, what can we do for you? How can we get a hold of you if somebody needs some insurance? How can we do that?
So my name is just Jake Freeman on Facebook, but I work for The Wheeling Agency, and you can find that on Facebook too. I made a LinkedIn today because I was like, man,
Congratulations.
I need to make a
Welcome to the
LinkedIn.
game.
Welcome to the link. Yeah, so I'm only a decade or so behind
The
on
fam.
LinkedIn. But check out our YouTube videos, and if you like the videos, because they are just silly, but we do put a lot into them. Comment, share, and we're giving away a gift card to Ruth's Chris for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
$200. So
To quote insurance?
if you let me quote you, it'll be 3 entries to win the gift card, and if you sign up, it'll be 7 entries. If you send me someone for a referral, 7 entries.
Cool.
So really, I just want to, if you're already paying for insurance,
Yep.
use the agency that's going way out of their way to
To help you out.
basically
for
make
sure.
you laugh, because and I came from work dressed like this. I mean, we're not suit and tie. We're very laid back, and we just want to make it fun. I mean, because it's not fun.
Yeah.
We want to make insurance fun because it's not.
No, I walked by y'all's office. This is probably a year or so ago before you even were there, and they were putting and chipping in the
yeah.
lobby.
Yeah.
And I walked by because I was going to New Hope Urgent Care because they're a client of mine, and I looked by and I was like, that looks exactly like my office because now you've been in here, you kind of
And it's
the feel is about the same, isn't it?
I actually just took our putting green home.
Yeah.
So similar.
We don't have
feel,
enough room for it anymore.
Similar feel. I say the oldest guy at our work is 31. So we're all young guys and motivated just to grow our network and get in front of new people.
Sure.
And make relationships with lenders. Or
Next Tuesday?
Yeah.
You're gonna be on
next Tuesday. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So.
MP Group presents.
And just meeting Bailey last week at Bucking Goat, because we just, Jake just talking about Bucking Goat, but just meeting him up there, and it was just I hadn't been there in a little while, and it was just happenstance, and it was, dude, this guy thinks like me. I could probably riff with this guy. This guy's cool.
Sure.
Networking, heck yeah, let's go.
Well, he's in the trench with you right now.
Yeah,
he's doing the same thing you're doing.
And I want to enjoy like cultivating the new start. I really do want to enjoy it. And I don't want to get ahead of myself. I just want to like enjoy this season. So like going back to just being present. Maybe not. I mean, obviously, wife, kids, stuff like that's always something to worry about.
You want to find somewhere to plant yourself. You're about at that time now where you're well versed enough in the sales aspect and the insurance agency that you want to plant yourself, let yourself grow somewhere in a network for a couple of years. Yeah. So we built our own because there weren't people really getting served that way.
See, and you guys are not. You guys are doers. I mean, you did it. So when you saw a need, you did it. And I talked to Jake last night and literally told him, I said, dude, a lot of my friends are thinkers. And I'm pretty much a thinker sometimes. Doers stand out.
I was too, though. That's what
you know what I mean.
That's the story I just told you. Everything was thinking.
Yeah.
As I knew how to press the gas from 0 to 100 at any moment, but I didn't know how to make that make me move. That wasn't what I learned until fucking year ago, a year and a half ago, and 2 years ago.
And you do have to learn it.
And I continue to learn it.
You have to learn
This is a new vehicle.
This
is a new vehicle. We're learning how to
one
push
foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
I can sit around and talk to anybody about ideas and business, and then the next day I call them and was like, when we're going to do it?
What?
When are we going to do it?
What?
Well, I have to think about it a little bit more and do this. I'm like, bullshit. I'll do it if you're not going to do it. That's my idea. I know a lot of people that have ideas.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's good. It's good to be around people that do want to like.
No one that listens to our podcast is telling Jay any fucking ideas anymore, are they? That guy's not a doer. He's a stealer.
The problem or the thing is I don't have time to start up another company. I want to do it with people.
Yeah.
100%.
I want to do it with people. And you say that in jest because it's funny, but if the idea is good enough, you're not going to do it. I'll try to find somebody else that's going to do it, you know? Yeah. But obviously I'm not bringing on people on the podcast that just have an idea. They're probably already doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't be on here.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want to talk about it for sure.
But man, I love entrepreneurs. I love young business people. And I am, you know, like Jake from Bucking Goat said earlier, you know, I want everybody to make it. Everybody can make it. This is not if I make it, you can't make it, or vice versa. It's we can all do it together. And if we take our community and we mesh it, are you going to like everybody? No. But you can have respect for people.
Sure.
And if everybody's doing in a utopian world doing a good job, we can give referrals out.
Yeah. So I think a lot of that is just being brave enough to put yourself out of the comfort zone that you're in, because you may have a massive comfort zone
for sure,
and there's always another
layer. 100%.
That's what I'm working on, and this was huge for me too because I've never done a podcast. I've done one podcast, but
feels like you've done a lot of them. You did a good job.
I appreciate you guys for having me on for real. And like I said, Facebook, hit me up, message me if you just want a friend. Message me. I don't care about your insurance, but you can lean on me basically if you like.
You do a little bit though.
But I mean, I don't want to quit your insurance.
I want to do your. But I want to write your business, okay?
But also,
there's nothing wrong with that.
But also, like I said, just the older I get, I'm just like, man, we're here for people, man. We're here for each other. Like, how can I help?
I love when people call me though and say, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm like, well, then I'm getting off the phone with you.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you calling me for? I'm not trying to sell anything. Yes, you are, and that's okay.
Yeah. Sell it.
It is okay to sell stuff. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I love hearing Jay critique people on their pitches. On their own product.
Do not call me.
You shouldn't say that. It's like, I probably would have bought if you'd said this.
Do not call me and say you're not trying to sell anything.
Sell it.
It's the worst fucking line ever. It is bad.
I kind of wish
I'm just really wanting to make friends. No, you're not. Yeah. We might be friends later on. That's fine. But you're trying to sell stuff, and that's what you do. That's what you get paid for, anyways, to sell it.
I'm excited. I've tried a bunch of Ryan and Jake's beers, and it's gonna sell itself. It's good. It's really, really good beer. And I had some swigs the other day, and I spit it out because I'm still not drinking.
Yeah, I was there with you, and you did. And I thought it was really weird.
Yeah, you did. That was the first time you met me, and you were like, "What the frick is this guy doing?"
It's kind of a
party. Oh yeah, Jake, let me try it, dude. Thanks, dude.
It's kind of a party foul. Yeah, kind of a party
man,
foul.
dude, it's really good.
Don't worry, I didn't let it hit the ground. I was like,
no, yeah, we actually did. Yeah,
stop. I stopped. I was like, you never do that.
I did this.
But Jake, I was he didn't do that. I was just that fast.
Baby birded you.
Yeah, I was just like that fast. I was like, oh, we don't do that.
Baby bird. Nope.
Look, thanks you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you guys.
We'll have you on here again one day, and we'll talk about the 75. Was it 75 days?
75 March. Cool. I'll try again in March.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Everybody be kind to each other.